What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Overboy and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1992 movie Sleepwalkers. So this movie follows Charles Brady and his mother Mary, who are these shape-shifting creatures called sleepwalkers. They look like humanoid cats or werecats or whatever, and they feed on the life force of young female virgins, and they go to this small town and they go after this girl named Tanya Robertson, who is a young virgin, and they're planning on trying to use her to feed on her life force and everything so they can survive before they move on to the next town. And Tanya has to figure out a way to get away from them and stop them before they get her and kill anybody else. This is a really crazy movie. It's was the first movie that Stephen King wrote, but that wasn't based on any of his stuff, any of his books or anything. Like, this is the first original movie that he did, and I gotta say, this is a pretty crazy movie. I'd seen it a couple times when I was a teenager, but I hadn't revisited it in a long time. It's probably been almost 15 years or so since the last time I saw it, and I didn't really remember it very well, except back then I thought it was just kind of dumb and everything. But on rewatch, I actually had a lot of fun with it. It isn't a very good movie. Like, the writing isn't real great. It has some really horrible dialogue that feels like it comes straight out of a soap opera on TV. And there's a lot of really weird things, like the mom and son have sex and stuff throughout the movie, and everything. It I guess helps keep them alive or something. It's really stupid. And like the visual effects in here, some of them are pretty good. A lot of them are really dated and have some of the worst practical effects in here at times, but some of it looks really good, some of it doesn't. But despite all that, I actually find this movie to be a blast, though. There are a lot of really fun moments and stuff, and there's a lot of really good gory kills in here too. I actually forgot how gory this movie is at times and everything, and every time they kill someone, they give some really cheesy, cringy one-liners, and they're hilarious and dumb, which, I mean, I guess that's kind of what one-liners are supposed to be anyway, but it kind of makes this movie, or is part of what I love about this movie, is the dumb one-liners and stuff. Like, there's a part where this school teacher is attacking Charles, and he cuts his hand off, and he's like, "Everyone needs a good hand, here's yours," or something like that, and he gives him his hand. It's just absolutely hilarious. And like, there's a part where the mom stabs this cop with a thing of corn on the cob, and she says, "Always, that's what happens when you eat your desserts before your vegetables," or something like that. It's just really cheesy and corny, but it's absolutely hilarious. And the makeup effects, like I said, some of it looks pretty good, but a lot of it looks really bad. And stuff like the suits that the characters wear when they go into their full forms just look really laughably bad. Now, I've seen movies that came out before this that have way better better makeup effects and stuff, but it also kind of brings a charm to it and stuff, and helps with that campiness that makes the movie so worthy of watching and stuff. And I do really enjoy it. I think it's a lot better than most people say it is. I know it's one of those that a lot of people didn't like. And you also get a really cool scene in here where you got Stephen King, Clive Barker, and Toby Hooper all together, and Stephen King's yelling at them and stuff. It's a really cool little scene with all three of them having cameos, and Mark Hamill has a cameo in here at the beginning of the movie, which was awesome. So it has some really good moments and stuff, and like I said, the dialogue is pretty bad though, especially like in the scenes between the son and mother when they're discussing how miserable they are because they're hungry and they need to get some life force in them and stuff like that. It's really cringy and bad and stuff, and it does have a little bit of a pacing problem where some scenes like that really just drag out and stuff. But all in all, I think this is a pretty fun movie, and I actually kind of think it's a little bit underrated. I remember as a teenager I thought it was dumb, but I didn't really hate or love it. But watching it now, I'd say I like it. I wouldn't say I love it, but I don't hate it. I think it's just an alright, fun little movie to watch. It's kind of like a B movie, I guess, in a way. And it's pretty entertaining. I kind of am surprised that they never made a sequel to it. But I'm guessing that's because this movie just didn't do very good and stuff. It has a little bit of a cult following, but not a big one. But I know there has been rumors that they were working on a sequel, and this is even one that I think could even benefit from a good remake too. If they had a better writing and stuff, this could make a decent remake as well. It's one of those it's not really a untouchable movie, but I don't know if Stephen King ever made a book out of this one after writing the screenplay or not. If he did, I'm kind of curious to check it out and see if it would be much better, because the characters would probably be a lot better written in a book than they were in the movie and stuff. You would have been able to add a lot more details and history into the characters and stuff. And I feel like this movie needed a little bit more of that, like a little bit more of showing what these creatures are and where they came from and stuff. But all in all, I think Sleepwalkers is a really entertaining movie. It's not necessarily a good movie or a great movie, but it's a lot of fun and everything. So I say I'd give it a 7 out of 10. It's an enjoyable movie, but nothing that's like super great. It has some fun moments. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Sleepwalkers, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.